Hurry up. Portals online. Hey, Zaka, welcome in. We'll run an ad and then we'll get this one going. Ad has been run. Let's get this one underway. It's just let me straight up pick the build in that case. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Dragon Lord must be defeated. And may the light shine upon thee. We're starting with the cursed bell, a torch, required key, no spells, and 11 strength. Only 3 chests in the treasury. The random chest locations is on. There is a location up here. We can't tell. It's the Jerk Cave. We can't tell if they're towns or caves. Wait, I have that. Yeah, but it has hurt. Here's another location. There's also metal scorpions here. Cantlin. Can't really do anything in Cantlin right now. Actually, we should probably take a look at the shops we can reach. There's a bamboo pole here. There's a large shield here and a broadsword. Bonk. There's magic armor and a silver shield here. So if a gold grind is here, we have access to 2 of the 3 big items. And we're okay with the broadsword. Looks like right now we just have to swing at slimes. Could try to grab a couple more torches. I don't believe Vendor Shuffle is on. But first I have to make it that far. One more for the level. Oh, there goes half my gold. All 4 of it. Level 2, though. We get 11 power, 1 agility, 3 health, 8 MP, and repel. Well, we can probably punch down Magidrakes now. I don't know about the scorpions. Yep. We can, in fact, fight the Magidrakes. Level 3, we get 5 power, 1 agility, 2 health, 9 MP. Yep. Not quite enough for level 4. But this is. We get 1 power, 3 agility, 2 health, 31 MP, heal more, hurt more, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. I know, and MP at the same time? So of course the first thing I find is a Demon Knight. Here's a new location. Kinda like to find a Remolder here. No, it's the grave. We're definitely going to go check that. And get level 5. We get 11 power, 5 agility, 8 health, 15 MP. And of course there's a red dragon here. Definitely not gravy. I think we have to dive right back in there. Any other dungeon and I'd probably come back with more ammo, but there's like 3 chests right there, if we can get to them. And he's back. And he's hitting for 55 again. Because of course he is. She says no. On the other hand, level 6 says yes. We get 1 power, 4 agility, 2 health, 9 MP, and regular heal. Wraith is good here. That's at least another enemy that isn't a red dragon. That's right, chest locations. We love lamp. This will put me 3 short of the level. 4 short. Level 7. We get 8 power, 4 agility, 6 health, 6 MP, and stop spell. So at least gives me 2 chances to run from him now. Well, we're not going back there soon. We'll continue searching though, because we do have lots of HP and MP. That was the jerk. If you ever want to know why he's a jerk, talk to him without Erdrick's token. That's possibly the top of the map. What was in Kentland for lower tier items? I never did check that. I don't quite have enough for the large shield. Even if I do have a cursed belt I can sell. Here's a new spot. Wyvern hype always goes down in 1 hurt more. And this is Swamp North. Let's go pick up that heart shield, then we'll check the enemy, then we'll go through in case it comes out with hamsters. That's right, there's 3 chest locations in there, but I can only get to 2 of them. Without the keys, I can't. Wait, have I turned on randomized princess? Well, we'll find out. Yes, I did. That said, I can get the chest here and its wings. Take these broken wings. Learn to fly again, learn to live so free. I forgot to check both the inn and... Ho ho ho. Green dragon. Imagine finding a green dragon here in the swamp cave. Level 8. We get 5 power, 2 agility, 3 health, 1 MP. No radiant. No chest here either. And this comes out not in the hamsters. Nothing up there. Does look like the right-hand edge of the map, since the coastline is bottom right corner of the map, since the coastline is straight and there's nothing here. No outside, so I gotta walk back through. I don't mind too much with the green dragons here, though. No fact. 1 and 8. Is enough for the level. Level 9, we get 2 power, 12 agility, 1 health, 2 MP. Our numbers are progressing nicely, at least. No in chest. Also take a dragon scale while I'm here. And are the radishes fresh and cheap? Come buy the radishes, they are fresh and cheap. Get thy radishes here. 2 defense for the dragon scale, nothing at the bottom potential chest either. With that empty top floor of grave, I wonder where all the chests have gotten to. Certainly hope the answer isn't Sherlock. Right edge of the map above the swamp cave. The Stones of Sunlight cave is empty. Given the number of chests we've found, or more accurately haven't found, Sherlock is actually pretty likely the answer. We have found a pair of wings and some gold. Top right of the map. Oh, and we started with a torch and a cursed belt. That was Stone's Cave again. We like greens today. This is a real nightmare. Eight off the level. We should have taken that magician earlier. Level 10. We get 12 power, 3 agility, 3 health, 26 MP. We got some big numbers going on. No, Cantlin was further west. Here we go. Actually, let's go back out there and try and get some more green dragons, star wyverns, knights, and get ourselves to that broadsword. Even the wraith will do. The ghost, not so much. There's the broadsword money. We can use that to follow up any hurt more attacks that don't finish off the enemy. Doing this Breath of the Wild style. Big sword, big shield, and wearing nothing but a dragon scale. Running around in my boxers. Big thing we are on the hunt for now, though, is keys. They will unlock the rest of the seed for us. No, this was the jerk. We aren't ready to talk to him until we have all the quest items. Rogue scorpions are good here. Here's Sharlock. Barring everything else, Axe Knights are the most efficient grind in the game. Back-to-back 3 and 16s. Because why not? We should be winning the Armored Knight fight. Unless they actually land that stop spell. Level 11, get 1 power, 16 agility, 5 health, 3 MP, 135 streams in a row. That's a lot of streams, dear neighbor. This is why we brought the broadsword. I'm no longer 8 or 16 off the level, so there's not much need to be fighting these. There's T-Spin Lakes over there, so that must be Swamp Cave, or Grave. We've got red dragons in there. We're going to hold off just a bit longer. We're almost ready. Actually, I should have gone with second hurt more, then healed. The werewolf would be dead, and I'd be at full. Here I want to heal, though. One off of maximum is good enough. This should put me 1 over the level? No. 5 short. Do I have sleep of my own? No. You're not worth more than 5. Second one would have been worth more than 5. Here's a new location. It's coal! Exclamation mark coal. What will you find? We're gonna check the tile first in case it turns out to be the armor. I get nothing. Absolutely nothing. I suppose I'll take the chainmail for now. Your neighbor gets the fire wheel. Ba-beep, ba-beep, ba-beep. And Saka finds... Did somebody say Thunder Fury? Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Actually, level up refill. I don't need to heal here. Okay, so there is a chest in the inn. Level 12, we get 13 power, no agility, 39 health, and 1 MP. But no lamp. No effect. We need some attack power still. Probably should be repelling now. There's plenty of enemies I do want to fight. But they're pretty much all the Sherlock tier stuff. And that Magic Wyvern. Our pal is back. I actually prefer getting attacked here because I know I'm not going to have to try and damage race. And I can just go straight into second hurt more. We've had one hurt more, yes, but what about second hurt more? Yay, it's Brackenary. I suppose I'll take the half plate. It is an upgrade. Is there any chests in here? There's one. We're back at coal. Guess this is gonna go like all the way back to start kind of thing. Yeah, here's where the harp trade was. Or, no, where the grave was. Here's start. So somewhere down here, I had a chance to go left and chose to go right. Or down. Level 13, we get 2 power, 10 agility, 18 health, 6 MP, and sleep. We are just outside of Death Necklace HP. Here's a new cave. Star Wyvern. Magic Wyvern is probably the weakest enemy I'm interested in fighting right now. Remalder, the key to keys, but not the key to keys. Would have been nice to find this early. Keys are always super important with Chest Shuffle on. One here, it's the sword. And another one in the town hall. It's a key. There's 3 loose keys in chests. I think we keep... No, we go back home. No, we keep looking then. If we don't have returned. Double place. How does the knight move? This one is Hawk's Nest, and it has a chest in the locked door. Which turns out to be an herb. I had to use a key, so it can't be a key. Oops. I probably should just be going full heal more here. Blue dragon. With stop spell. We find the stones of sunlight, so I guess that's just the stones for quest items. We've only seen one cursed belt, so we don't know if there's anything on the coordinates. We'd have to see all 3 to be safe for sure. Garenham, home of the Garen hamsters. Nothing in the inn. What about the back? Guards have a chest. Come on, be a key. Oh, that was an herb. None of the other chests were there, though. And the mountain cave. Sherlock almost has to be loaded at this point. Chests have to be somewhere. Nothing in the vanilla spot. I did see one in coal and brackenary. Nothing in this vanilla spot. What about here? There's one here. The death necklace. That is likely to come into play. Second one's a fairy water. Third one gold. We'd like to see one more chest in either of these next two checks. There's one here. A dragon scale, which we already have. And none in the final spot. Now where were those red dragons? There we go. I'm missing the harp trade, and that's it. No, that harp trade has to be at home then, doesn't it? No, because tablet is still out there too. This small shield turns out to be a torch. Nobody tell Gwaelin I'm giving up torches. Fairy water. And this fairy water turns out to be the harp. There could be two checks over here too. No, and no. It's not the size of your shield sack, it's how you use it. Tablet cave, we don't have radiant. But there is gold here. So we'll take 15 plus 8 is 23. We'll pick up a magic armor and silver shield. I am perfectly happy with my average size shield, thank you very much. did forget to check. Bottom left corner where Gwaelin. I believe Gwaelin can be there. I think she has to be in Swamp Cave or in Grave at this point. I never did dive Grave. Best defense money can buy. Five keys. 120 HP to cross all these tiles in one go. That is probably over by Brackenary? Or is that going to be closer to Cairnham? Intentional death? Ouch. Oops. And you have heal more. Because why wouldn't you? Well, it's time to go explore Grave, despite not having lamp. I'm not sure if that is a princess card. Nope. Attack power feels like 120-ish. Which I believe I did say it was the last time I looked, but... Oops. Let's leave that off for a tiny bit until we get the level, actually. There can be a chest over here. No, it's here. Nothing in the vanilla spot. This is the level, so we'll take it. Hurt more than the other saw, huh? Level 14, we get 3 power, 8 agility, 23 health, 2 MP, hurt, radiant. I love lamp. Gwaylin is here. We'll rescue her and then we'll go... The blue dragon was the guard. Winning is in logic now. Actually, stats check, I should... Winnable with the death necklace. That's the full wombo combo. That said, I wouldn't mind getting myself close to 15 for a refill if I need one. Are you up or down in the diamond room? I'm normally an up. And there's nothing here either. And I don't have outside. Guess that's going to be at either level 15 or 16. I don't have return, but I do have a pair of wings. I did miss that chest. Did I? Well, it doesn't matter now. It's empty. I don't even need the wings, so... Stop to refill my mana. I think it's gonna be on the Garenham side of the... I have to go that way anyway for the harp. Because the trade-in's gotta be somewhere in that southeast corner, too. She's taking my dragon scale. Does she know where I keep that thing? Hey, Phil Sorcerer, thanks for the good luck. I'll need it. How far south am I? $63. Nice, 45 streams, Fell Sorcerer. Oops, I actually healed early. $89, $90, $91. And we found the token. We have the trade items. We just need to find the armor. Bonk. Uh-oh. I have missed something. Whatever it is I've missed, that's where the harp trade is. Mountain was in the back of Garenham. Have I missed something? Or have I just not found everything yet? This was Remolder. Dragon Lord Breath does that sometimes. Go down first. Eliminate that. have sleep. Pretty sure I have been over here. Here we go. Here comes the staff of rain again, falling on my head like a memory. Trade-in was right to the north. Quest complete. Now, do I try to dive Sharlock here, or do I want to go check Breckenary and Cole first? I think I want to check Breckenary and Cole first. It would save me a very large amount of time if the armor were in either of those. I have 3 keys. I'm gonna need to stock up before I dive Sharlock. Boo. I can't boo that very hard. Oh, I should heal. Especially knowing that Golem has heal more. Could play a quick game and name that tune. Anybody? I don't recognize it. No effect, what? Rather hit the 1 and 8 now. Close to the level. We'll hold off on any more fights. That way we can try and use the level up refill for a refill in Sharlock. What is our agility? 81. Also, I should have bought wings while I was in coal. One thing I wouldn't mind is a couple more... Oh no, I have the magic armor on and not Erdrick's armor. That's why I'm not repelling the green dragons. I need to hold on to my key. I can't use it to shortcut past the blue guy who always likes to block you in. Yeah, we're gonna take the heal up in Sharlock at some point, so we don't need to stop and heal here. Okay, maybe I should have stopped and healed. Get your rainbow emotes out. Okay, I don't mind that being an ambush too much. I mean... He literally hit me right after I created the bridge. Red dragon's on the top floor. We're going to dive for the basement first. Hold on, my phone's going off. It was just a wrong number. At least it wasn't spam. I have had so many spam calls. Okay, there is something in the bell room. Doesn't look like there's one in the Sharlock multi-way. Nor the judge's table. We're all rooting for it. We'll check the loop pack, though. It's not the loop pack. And really quick, why it's called the loop back, we end up over here. We have looped back. Given the lack of... Oh, I forgot to buy more keys. Oh, werewolves of Sherlock. Apparently, I've forgotten how to run from things. And how to not get ambushed. Yeah, I know I said that. You could use a key to go around the one dude in coal who likes to get in the way. Oh, we're gonna gamble that it's in the treasury or on the beach. We have gold. Empty means herb. Replacement key, so we get to go check one more. We get to go check both of them. And the fighter's ring. Another 2 attack power. We're in trouble if it's the one we saw earlier upstairs. Gold. We're out of trouble if this one up here has nothing. Nope, we have to check it. It's in the turret. We get bailed out. Is there a beach chest? No. Run is not blessed. Level 15, we don't really care, we just want the heal. 1 power, 5 agility, 4 health, 1 MP. Hold B, become foolish. Become cursed. Thanks, Saka, for the good luck. This one should be already pretty much in the bag, though. Swing high. Round 2. Fight! 16. 29. 40. Opening triple. 58. 72. 90. 105. We could gamble here if we wanted to, but there's no need. 118. 136. 147. 166 is enough. 1 over is maximum. I still don't have return. That was at 16 along with hurt and outside. Thank you for the GGs. Akamasaka, Fell Sorcerer, Rowdy Roddy Sniper. And... oh, I hit time early, forgot about Gwylin. Thank you, Your Neighbor, for the GG. But thou must. I don't recognize this victory music. Few early enemies, but Hurtmore was fairly early, so I was able to move up pretty quickly. Still took a bunch of metal scorpions, though. They're just hard to turn down early. 1 rogue scorpion, 1 wraith knight. Ours repelling fairly early. Exactly 1 star wyvern. 8 of 12 green dragons fought. 24 or 15 axe knights. Just good enemies. 36 Eelmores, 80 Hurtmores, 23 ambushes, 60 bunks, 6,043 steps, and a final time of 1:17:42. I am going to take a quick break and then be right back with some Link to the Past. Connection established. Episode 3, A Revenge of the Sith, or I mean, A Link to the Past. That's a link. As I promised your neighbor, I'd name character, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. $20 to start, but I wanted a peanut. But 20 rupees can buy many peanuts. Not worth going out of my way for ones, though. There's a bottle up there. That could be required, but probably not. There's 3 more bottles in the game. Three bombs. Which is what we do want to see when we come up here. Half magic is nice. I should probably check what my Light World dungeons are, for as far as crystals and pendants. Also, I still have I've got a red crystal at Hera, and blue at Eastern and Desert. I still got the tracker set up like it's Juefsanity, but it isn't. It's just regular randomizer. It's in Blind's Hut. Another 20 rupees a bottle, so we don't need the one on a Ganem Sledge. The Ice Rod. Interesting. $300 is nice to find early. I still want to be grabbing these blues. Hey, Ocarina. Blue Cane, Fighter Sword, Bombos. Stacked well. Expensive bombs. If you go down to the other guy, you can get 10 of them for that price. Chicken completely disappeared into the wall. The Belmonts are happy. What does the sick kid have? It's 20 rupees. We'll bring it back to him with interest. We are going to give it back to him, right? Right? Well, it looks like I'm not going to have to worry about money at all this seed. Just 20 on the library ledge. The boots at the race game. An appropriate prize for doing the race game. Just when you thought it was safe to get out of bed, the pandemic hit. Beau at home. Still going to go to South Shore? But that does give us reason to prioritize Eastern. I'll take that full heart. Especially early with no mail. Would like these bombs. Hookshot. Bloopy. I love lamp. And another bloopy. And a piece of heart. We've already won, according to Sayaka. Because we have found the lamp. What I don't want to see yet is a second sword or the cape. Because that would mean that I might have to fight it. Haga 1. The lamp does put Eastern fully in logic, though. Not so much for I need those bombs. We can clear a crystal dungeon? We should clear a crystal dungeon. That probably wasn't worth the time to switch over, but it's fun. So, Sparala has a heart. Much like Worcestershire sauce, There is no correct pronunciation, you just say something close and everyone knows what you're talking about. We are going into Eastern. I could use those arrows. That said, this is also a dungeon where you get the vanilla bow, so there's plenty of arrows in here. Ooh, shiny rupee. Here's the big key to this dungeon. Wait, the keys are all going to be to this dungeon. Just the right spot in that room. We are going to the vanilla big key chest, get the top one to spawn on the door and the bottom one to spawn on the pot. Nothing in the blue chest. In the purple chest. We can skip that later. Should be able to damage boost with 5 hearts. I think with 4 earlier I decided not to. Last item is on the boss. I never turned the flute on. I actually do have Death Mountain access. Don't need to go into the rupee room either. Actually, I do want to be full on arrows. To fight off our first boss. I always seem to let off an extra arrow there. The boomerang. I don't mind having one boomerang in this version. We're gonna go to Hyrule Castle first and hope to find either the mirror or the hammer before we go up to Hera. Uncle brought a single arrow to try to save Zelda with. Maybe this is where the... and 20 rupees. Yeah, he wasn't accomplishing much of anything this time around. I mean, normally it brings a sword and a shield. I can get up to Hera now. I wasn't expecting to actually recall that. I suppose I wouldn't mind too much if I saw a small key up here. You could do the back. Okay, I'm gonna pass on Dark Cross for now, then. Oops. We have boots. We should probably check the bonk rocks. What's the point of not bonking into the bonk rocks? Arrows, which are actually reasonably useful after fighting Armos Knights. There's better items, but I'm not going to complain about arrows. Especially since I also used them on the Mace Guard. The old man up here ran out of oil in his lamp. All he had for me was 1 rupee. What's more important, though, is the save point, the checkpoint. Spectacle Rock, we have a fairy in a bottle. And inside we have 10 arrows. Not worth going out of my way for. What about on the right side? We've got bombs, 100 rupees. More bombs. Shovel. 20 rupees. We're done with rupees. Oh no, I didn't want to see the Master Sword yet. We have Ega 1 access. I wouldn't mind seeing I've minded seeing it after I had at least one level of glove. Tunic on the floating island. We're probably not picking that up. Jellyfish continue to be awful. Thankfully, they didn't charge their electric attack when I went to swing at them, because I had sword beams, so I didn't have to care about it. It would be faster to clear Herod then do Spiral Cave, but I know I'll forget if I don't. $50 down here that I don't need. It's item 1 of 2. Magic cape in the Lost Woods. It must be on pedestal. Since it wasn't with the thief or in the mushroom spot. Not a ped siege yet, but it could be. There's our second item. We can go straight to the boss. I prefer the hammer fight to sword spins, but it is easy to get knocked off here. Troll door, I'm gonna troll. map compass or small key. We have one last in-logic check we can do and a couple of out-of-logic checks we can do. Nope, we are logically an Agaseed now. This is the fake flippers. When you jump into the water, you get one frame to move. If it happens to be a screen transition, the game won't check if you have flippers. That one Bogart can kill you. In randomizer, it's a death. In the base game, it's a soft block. Let's go see what's on the floating island. Just a piece of heart. No need to care too much which way we're going. Ether. Even if there were gloves here, what could I do with them? Nothing really. I'd still have to go through 1/10 my rupees back. Six hearts, no mail, master sword. What could go wrong? This is pretty much the vanilla clear of Vagabond. Da 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 da. Also, I kinda lied about what's in logic here. There is one more check. Oddly enough, the best thing it could be is a small key. With 2 gloves behind it. Or a glove and a moon pearl. It is the power glove. I love the power glove. It's so bad. Oops. Drat these rats. And the other thing there is a map. So we're probably Aga for either the Titansmith or the Moon Pearl. Actually, no, I don't think we can get the Titansmith there because we'd also need the mirror. Just ignore a lot of these rooms. This is one room where having a small shield helps. Okay, the compass needs... Oh, I've already cleared Heron of all the items. But that'd normally be a useful hint. How many blue balls am I gonna get? I'm going with 3. One. It's 50-50 whether I get a blue ball or a deflectable attack. Except for the first attack after a lightning attack. That's always going to be deflectable. Just one blue ball. Just 10 arrows here? I don't have powder. I never checked the shovel. Again. Of course, I dig up a pearl. I did. We were not an Agaseed. I just forgot to check the shovel. We're gonna start up here in the Thieves Town and Skullwoods area. Let's see, 5-6 at Turtle Rock. Got a pendant at Pod. We've got green pendant at Ice. And red pendant at Mire. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Small keys, so we will not be seeing the bumper Gyptos. Big key. And a map. Bumper Gyptos is still friend, though. Book. We can... Yeah, we have fire, we have the lamp. We can clear desert now. I have this too far left. I didn't know that was possible. Well, possible and able to get it pulled onto the button. And the compass. The other item is fire rod locked. Now we do want the Wallmaster to grab us so we can get a free trip back to the entrance. Let's take a quick look at what's on the bumper ledge. Do we actually need the cape? No, it's a full heart. Let's go clear out these town and village of outcasts. We do have a fairy in a bottle and the blue cane if we need them. Another piece of heart at the chest game. I actually got the toss off and didn't take damage. 20 rupees in the well. Tempered sword. Not necessary, but definitely a nice find. You need at least Master Sword to damage Ganon. And the Titan's Mitt. That's another great find. That had to be the big key. What? This is the kind of thing we brought the cane for. I'm very happy about having the tempered sword going into the cricket room so that they can go down in one hit. Small shield in my hand. I do want to take that a little cautious too. Good, I can take an extra hit from some tougher enemies around here. That said, we should be getting back to one shy of full. Or I could find a piece of heart. I do have to check. No, I don't have to check that. It's a small key locking itself. And the other item is the map. Bought some cookers for a poultry sub. Mind always has a pun for you. Go to the map. Go check Hammer Pigs first. Item dashing is so much fun. It's a 1.0 glitch where you can dash and hold out an item at the same time. I have no idea why I bothered with that piece of heart. We have the Titansmith, so let's go do the dig game first. Then we'll come back for the blacksmith and start in on everything except the mirror checks. Which is Cave 45 and the tablet, which I do have a book for. That had to be max digs, which is 30. But you are guaranteed the item every time in randomizer. $28, so 2 off of max. What does Stumpy have for us? Another piece of heart. Pipe cave and then clear pod next? Question mark? Well, we gotta turn the smith in. His name's Jeremiah. He was a bullfrog. Pipe cave has rupees. Fire rod. That's required. Health potion and powder. We'll give that about a 7 out of 10. No mirror, but one required item and some nice safeties. So I should have done this from Sanctuary. Don't take our gerbs. We're the only ones allowed to hammer bread in Hyrule. Magical bat has 50 rupees. Oops. Why am I actually leaving the cave? I want to save and quit and go check King's Tomb. So I might want to remember what the right way to open King's Tomb is. Let's go desert first. We'll go in for Mire. Quake for Mire. I already know I didn't get first frame because I was busy setting the medallion. Mushroom, mushroom. Might be too far right? No. I forget what was on the desert ledge. Arrows. Small key, so this is a boots-locked dungeon. Peace Heart and Super Bunny Cave. I am Red Cane and Flippers and possibly Ether Medallion. Possibly Ether or Quake away from Go. Why am I going this way? I got the small key, not the big key. Fire shield, one of the two items in here. Would have been useful a moment ago when we were fighting blind. Big key. Other item is on the boss. Oh no, it could still be on the big chest. We're going to go fight the boss first, though. If it's the compass, we'll go for the big chest after. If it isn't the compass, we don't have to go back to the big chest. Basically, do the thing you have to do first. The thing that's required. Time to bonk off the wall. That is the other item. We don't need to go to the big chest. Still an item in Skullwood, so we should do that next. Bees. We could go up to Dark Death Mountain and we could use that blue mail, actually. Do want this key. Again, boss first for the same reason as in Desert. If the boss has the item, we're done here. This is a heart, isn't it? Yes. I am going to want hearts in the Mothula fight. I do have a fairy and a red potion. did need the... That's the other item. I don't need to check the chest. Just to see if I did read that hint correctly. Or this become invisible. Let's go turn in the mushroom so that it doesn't meet the same fate as the... Oops. Shovel. Dark Death Mountain time. Plus we'll get to see what medallion we need. The hookshot iframes. Rock also needs Quake. We know one of the items in here is a heart piece. But we don't know what the other one is. Was the red meringue. I am going to pick up that blue mail. I still haven't found any armor. Super Bunny Cave was a bust, or Hookshot Cave was a bust. Dark Death Mountain entirely. I can't call it completely a bust yet. There's still one more check. I didn't even have to pay 250 rupees for the blue tunic. Actually, there's two more checks. But one of them isn't Dark Death Mountain. Just a 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. trust myself to hit that on one heart. And Dark Death Mountain was a bust. Where to now? Pod? Go do those last couple checks in. Well, if it's gonna start me here, I may as well go to Pod. But first, I'm gonna go check Catfish. One of these days I will remember to hold on to that rock to throw at that guy. Today is not that day. That's gotta be Kate! So we need Quake for Go. Oh no, we need Flippers too. I don't think it's worth trying to go to Graveyard Ledge yet. I never checked Waterfall Ferry while I was up there. Well, I guess I'm going back up there then. Oh, no, I never checked Waterfall Ferry because I didn't have Flippers. I can only fail this 138 times. Is Pod locked? No. We have found a small key. To open the small door. That could be anyone. My shooting is not on point today. That's one non-small key. There's two non-small keys in the front of Pod. And that's the other, so we don't need to do the vanilla big chest. It is merely a key for a key. Oops. We do want the other small key down here, though. If I see one more small key, I have to check Harmless Hellway. Nope, that should also be a key for a key now. Game always assumes you'll use your keys in the worst possible order. Gotta have heart. I think I forgot to bomb this open. I did. Flippers in pod. Do I go? No, I'm going to skip the boss for now. And just hope my... Quake is in Swamp Palace. But we are now go -1. Actually, since I'm here, I'm going to check Cave 45 and the Ether Tablet. Probably should just go for the dungeon first. I'll take red mail. I have no idea, but Link's original red tunic looks like the most comfortable pair of pajamas. That was Bombos, not Ether. I didn't need bombs that badly. I suppose I will read the hint. compass in the big chest here, so it is a useful hint. One less thing I have to check. First try Specky Clip. Saves time, saves the key. What's in the square room? A heart. I don't think. Oh no, you flooded the key. Luckily, that's why I picked up that other key earlier. Well, there was an item over here. And a map. It wasn't an important one, though. That's got the compass. So everything else here should be items. Rupees. And a big key. Big key. If it's not here, I clear ice next. Again, we do this for ahead of all of that because we have to do this dungeon. And as much fun as it is to clear this in go mode, it is also a dense item dungeon. never get that timing down with the ice rod, though. At least I know it's not in Mire at all, because we have the same entry requirement for both. I also need to check Waterfall Ferry. Do I want to do that first? No. There is 3 items in this dungeon. That's not one of them. I am hopefully not having to go to the boss, so I probably shouldn't be hitting this switch, but I'm hitting this switch. This time I'll charge up my sword slightly earlier like I'm supposed to do. Perfect. Big key. I suppose that's the best non-item to find. Means that I won't have to go back for the big chest. Just give me all the small keys, why don't you, game? That is a net positive, but it isn't any help. Iced tea and the boss are both items. I'm suddenly happy I hit the switch earlier. That's a heart. We have plenty of hearts. Bombo strats here. Bomb operating system. Bombo S. It is slower than Fire Rod. Especially if you also have sword beams to follow that up with. Good fight, and we get Quake. It's go time! I didn't even need to pick up the pendant. I suppose I could use a magic refill going into Turtle Rock. I had it and lost it. Should got enough of my toes on it. Yep. If the keys line up, I can skip lava chest. I shouldn't be swinging at the jellyfish when I'm on that platform. He can charge up and knock you off, but he did just stop. Let's see how my item dashes are. And butter sword. So I can in fact steal the key from the pokey. They're playing goalie. That room can go very wrong very fast, especially if you don't have red mail. see how many of these guys I can get with one powder. Just two. Lava chest could have silver arrows in it, but that's the only useful thing it could have. Oh, I didn't get them both. We're gonna hope the other small... This means we need to go to Laser Bridge. Just gonna wait for that guy. Similar here. Not the quickest version of that, but it worked. Full heart? 1 through 22, where do you think the GT Big Key is going to be? I'm going with 7. It feels like a 7 day. Get your rainbow emotes out. compass to small keys, so we're going left side. Or right side, I mean. People want you west, we now have right. Three, 4, 5. 6 is a piece of heart. And the other 3 were rupees. Seven is a small key. Thank you, Bob. The glitched anti-fairy will not be seen today. Eight is a map. 9 is a piece of art. 10 is silver arrows. 11 is rupees. Apparently Ganon wanted a peanut too. That was number 12? Yeah, because next one's 13 when I go left side. When I go right side first, I mean. Rupees. Remember when we said we'd give the sick kid his money back with interest? Currently he's sitting on 1,600 rupees. 14 arrows, 15 arrows, 16 piece of art, 17 bombs. I was too close to the wall. You can bonk over and skip that teleporter phase. $18. It wasn't in Bob's chest. So it's either vanilla or it's in the tile room, the judge's stable. Rupees. 20. It was in the vanilla room. Normally it's in the front chest and not the top left. mine needs to fight the Moldorm rematch with. I think I do want to stop into the refill room. This room is the reason bunk jumping is in logic. I know I just have to walk up and swing and not have to do anything fancy in that room. This one I do want to at least try a shot with. I think I'm good. I don't need to powder this guy, which... Nice zero cycle. This one is the heart? Yes. Seriously. I have a fairy, I'm fine. I should have 2 fairies. I forgot it was on the left side and not the right. Full magic is definitely worth going out of my way for. Well, that just happened. No, my other bottle has a blue goo in it. I can go straight upstairs here. I do need to take out one of the, whichever one of these has the key. Suppose I don't really need the validation chest. shot over the block. And it's time for the agonometry quiz. Everybody should be getting a triple there. That's an A+ agonometry. Extra credit would have been somehow managing a triple on the start. I should be good on magic because I have half magic. If I didn't, I'd probably go... 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over my one true weakness. Not getting the torch glitch here. Speaking of A+, that was an A+ Ganon fight. It's game, but not time. Assuming I don't accidentally dash off the bottom again. Time. Flash fried bacon. Vtorp was here. And so was Vtorp. It's the lead dev. On the randomizer. Thank you for the GGs, Saka Masaka, Rowdy Sniper. Dwarven breadsmiths don't take our gerbs. Camouflage cape sleeps again. Your sprite by Starry. First sword 3 minutes in the well. Pegasus boots at race game. Flute was in blinds, was also in the well. Mirror was kind of blocking us for a while. "28 bonks, 14 saving quits, no deaths, 1 fairy revival in Mothula. No, Mothula used the potion. The fairy revival was in GT when I was going to the wrong side on the Wizrobe room. 168 of 216 collected, final time of 149.51. For what I thought was an Agaseed, I'm pretty happy with 149. Looks like Diabetes is getting set up for a game, so let's go raid him. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next mission. Also forgot to swap over to the Link to the Past